If you want to reach the highest levels of success, whether in DCI, in WGI, or life itself, you have to embrace the attitude of service. This isn't just about being a good member or helping out in rehearsal. It's about shifting your mindset from what can I get to what can I give. Because here's the truth. The more you give, the more you get. The more value you bring to others, the more opportunities, success, and fulfillment come back to you. It's not a coincidence, it's a law of success. When you stop making success about yourself and start making it about what you contribute, people notice. They want to work with you, they want to learn from you and help you succeed in return. That's the secret of the greatest leaders and performers. In a band setting, everything is about the collective performance. No single member, no matter how talented, can carry an ensemble alone. The best performers aren't just thinking about themselves, they're thinking about how to elevate the entire group. They help people in their sections with things they struggle with. They lead by example, showing up prepared and locked in for every rep. They share knowledge, encouragement, and energy because they know that a better section means a better experience for everyone. The most respected performers, the ones who go on to march top-level groups, aren't the ones who just focus on their own skills. They're the ones who give back to their group. They bring solutions, not complaints. They push others forward, not just themselves. And because of that, they naturally rise to the top. Too many people go through life asking, what's in it for me? But the most successful people ask, how can I help others? If you show up to an audition only thinking about what you can take, whether that's a contract, a medal, a title, validation from someone else, you're missing the point. The performers who stand out are the ones who give energy to the room. They help build a positive environment. They contribute something valuable, whether it's their leadership, their work ethic, or their willingness to lift up those around them. And here's what happens when you focus on giving. Opportunities start coming to you. People want to be around you. They want to help you. They want to see you succeed because they can feel that you genuinely care. This is why the best performers keep getting better. They attract opportunities by giving first. When you make service a core value in your life, you start to feel more grateful for what you have. And gratitude is extremely powerful. I believe it's impossible to be grateful and unhappy at the same time because it shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already abundant. When you help someone improve, you become more appreciative of your own skills. When you lift up someone in your section, you realize how much they've lifted you up too. When you give your time and effort, you realize how much you truly have to offer. You can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. Again, the more you give, the more life gives back. One of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting something in return for every good thing they do. But true service isn't about keeping score. It's about giving because it's the right thing to do. Think about it. Have you ever interacted with someone who only helped when it benefited them? Someone who only worked hard when other people were watching? That's not real service. That's conditional effort. But when you give without expecting anything back, people notice. And more often than not, the universe finds a way to reward that energy. Some of the biggest opportunities in your life will come from moments where you gave without expecting anything in return. That's why service isn't just a moral good, it's actually a strategic advantage. When people think of giving, they usually think about money or time, but there are so many ways to give. You can give your attention by being fully present in rehearsal, being a sponge when your instructors give you feedback. You can also give your energy, right? Hype up the people around you if the energy feels low, bringing positivity to every rep. You can also give your knowledge. If you've learned something that helped you improve, pass it on to someone else that might be struggling with the same thing. And you can also give your respect. Treat everyone from rookies to vets to staff to volunteers with appreciation and gratitude. Giving isn't just about big gestures. It's about small, consistent actions that make a difference in the lives of the people around you. The best part? The more you give, the more it becomes second nature. It stops being something you do, and it starts being who you are. Many people go through life with a scarcity mindset. They think, oh, if I help someone else, that's less opportunity for me. But that's the wrong way to look at it. The most successful people actually have an abundance mindset. They know that giving creates more opportunities and not fewer. If you're a snare drummer and you take time on a break to drum through something with someone else, the whole snare line improves. If you share your knowledge, you reinforce what you know while building relationships. If you bring a positive attitude, you create an environment where success is inevitable. The moment you start believing that helping others doesn't take away from your success, it multiplies it, your entire life changes. Instead of fighting over pieces of the pie, you just learn to bake a bigger pie. This mentality will also really benefit you in high-stakes situations. When you're in those auditions, those performances, those interviews, most people focus on themselves. They say, oh, what if I mess up? What if they don't like me? But the best performers flip the mindset, and again, they focus on service. How can I give the best performance possible? How can I contribute my energy and my positivity to the room? How can I make this a great experience for the audience and the judges? When you focus on service, you remove the pressure from yourself and put it on giving something valuable. And when you do that, you perform at a much higher level. Here's the crazy part. When you give, you often get back more than you ever expected. Have you ever helped someone at a practice only to realize that explaining the concept made you better at it and understand it more? Have you ever hyped up another member only to find that the energy they gave back to you made you feel good and made you guys both play better? Have you ever shared an opportunity with someone and later found that a different opportunity opened up for you? That's how the attitude of service works. When you give, you're not losing anything. You're expanding your potential. You're creating an energy that makes people want to give back to you. That's not luck. That's just how the world works. There's a psychological principle called the law of reciprocity. When you do something good for others, they naturally feel compelled to return the favor. Think about it. If you go out of your way to help someone, they'll be more likely to help you. If you bring energy and positivity to a rehearsal, others will reflect that energy right back to you. If you serve your instructors with respect and hard work, they'll be more invested in your growth, and they might even support your journey in ways you never thought they would. This isn't some evil manipulation tactic, it's human nature. People naturally want to give back to those who give to them. By making service your mindset, you create an environment where success and support flow back to you effortlessly. One of the fastest ways to get ahead in any environment, whether it's a drum line, you want to make more money, or just life in general, is to be useful. You see a problem? Solve it. You notice someone struggling? Offer help. You have knowledge that can help others? Share it. People gravitate toward those who bring value. If you want to be seen as indispensable, make yourself useful at every opportunity. If you take a look at the best leaders in any activity, including drum corps and WGI, you'll notice one thing. They serve their team. They lead by example. They help others improve. They make decisions that benefit the entire group, not just themselves. The best leaders aren't the ones who demand respect. They're the ones who earn respect by serving the people around them. If you want to lead, start by giving. A true leader doesn't stand above their team, they lift their team up. Let's flip this around for a second. What happens when you hold back, when you focus only on yourself? Well, you become disconnected from your team. You miss opportunities to build relationships. People might even see you as selfish rather than someone they actually want to help succeed. The fastest way to limit your success is to think only about what you can take. And the fastest way to unlock your potential is to think about what you can give. The performers who focus only on themselves eventually hit a ceiling, but the ones who serve will break through every barrier. What's the difference between someone who is good at what they do and someone who is truly great? Good performers focus on themselves, and great performers focus on the impact they create. The best lines aren't just made up of talented individuals. They're made up of people who are fully invested in the group's success. The best teachers aren't the ones who know the most. They're the ones who can transfer that knowledge to others. Here's something I want you to think about for a second. People will forget what you said. People will probably forget things that you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Your ability to serve others is what will make you unforgettable. One of the biggest killers of progress is ego. Ego makes people defensive, resistant to feedback, and unwilling to ask for help. But service destroys ego because it shifts your focus away from yourself. Instead of asking, "How do I look?" you start asking, "How can I help?" Instead of thinking, "Why aren't I getting credit?" you focus on making the whole team better. Instead of guarding your knowledge, you freely share it, knowing that lifting others raises everyone. Ego isolates you, service will connect you, and connection is where real success happens. And a lot of people will struggle with ego and this sense of entitlement. They think they deserve success just because they put in some effort, but success isn't something you're owed. It's something you earn through giving value. If you ever find yourself frustrated thinking, "Why haven't I made it yet?" shift the focus. Instead of asking what you deserve, ask what you can contribute. Instead of waiting for opportunities, create them by serving others. And instead of feeling bitter about somebody else's success, study what they give to the world. Entitlement is the enemy of growth, and service is the cure. When you focus on serving, success follows naturally. Most people think success is about reaching a certain level, but real success isn't about getting there. It's about staying there and continuing to grow. And the key to longevity is giving. The performers who stay at the top are the ones who continue pushing their craft. The educators who remain relevant are the ones who keep serving their students. And the leaders who build lasting influence are the ones who keep giving long after they've quote unquote made it. Service keeps you growing. The moment you stop giving, you stop evolving. If you want to stay at the top, never stop giving. It's about long-term success. Some of the most life-changing opportunities won't show up the moment you help someone, but over time, the relationships you build, the reputation you earn, and the goodwill you create will lead to more opportunities than you ever imagined. The question isn't, what will I get if I give? The question is, what kind of person will I become if I don't? Some people try to build confidence by focusing only on themselves. They think if they just hype themselves up enough, they'll feel unstoppable. But real confidence comes from knowing you're making a difference. When you help your line get better, you become more valuable to the entire group. When you serve others, you gain the respect of people around you, and that respect turns into self-respect. The performers who walk into auditions with unshakable confidence aren't the ones who only think about themselves. They're the ones who know they bring value to everyone in the room. So, how do you start applying the attitude of service today? Well, first, you look for ways to help. Can you offer advice? Can you encourage someone? Can you fix a mistake before an instructor has to call it out? Second, you have to give without keeping score. Help because it's the right thing to do, not because you expect something in return. And then third, you have to make it a habit. Service isn't something you do once. It's something you live by every single day. The moment you commit to giving more than you take, success will chase you down. You'll never have to beg for opportunities. They'll come looking for you. The last thing I want you to ask yourself is, what will you be known for? At the end of your marching career, the end of your education, the end of your job, at the end of your life? What will people say about you? Will they say you were just talented or that you made a difference? Will they say you took every opportunity for yourself or that you helped others rise with you? Will they say you were good or will they say you were irreplaceable? True success isn't just about what you accomplish. It's about the impact you leave behind. The performers who make a lasting mark aren't just the ones with, the most chops. They're the ones who made everyone around them better. So ask yourself today, what can I give? How can I serve? How can I leave a mark that lasts? You got to give your best effort, give your energy, give your knowledge, and give your support. The moment you start focusing on giving, success will come knocking on your front door. Live with an attitude of service, and everything else will fall into place.